Alrighty guys, good evening. Happy fucking set, son. Hope you guys are wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of Overwatch 2. Good. Hope you guys had a wonderful day off. I took a day off just for shits and giggles. I was just kind of feeling very mellow and was not in the mood to stream yesterday. And I think it was very helpful. Yeah. Hey, I was actually kind of feeling kind of sickly yesterday. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I was fearing the COVIDs, but today I feel fine, so I don't know. Yeah, that still exists. That thing that no one likes talking about still exists. It's true. Still out there, guys. Yeah. Well, good. Hope you guys had a great time. I watched Strange New Worlds. I'll finish catching up on Strange New Worlds. I had a couple episodes left, and then I started watching, which is all right. Current season, it's kind of like just kind of TNG. The difference being is TNG was 24 episodes per year, and Strange New Worlds is 8 episodes like every 2 years. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, guys, and it's not like the CG's gotten better, because the CG's pretty meh, but it does all right for what it is. But for some strange reason, Strange New Worlds literally takes 2 years to pop out 8 episodes, where TNG took 24 years for... excuse me, took a year for 24 years. Took a year for 24 episodes. No idea. Like one episode every 2 weeks. Yeah, no fucking idea. Because Strange New Worlds really is not that fucking phenomenal. It was a pretty good series and still a relatively good series. That's because a lot of the more recent Star Trek's just been pretty miserable. But yeah, it's not like outside the ordinary, or something that would warrant an extra year of development, let alone a third of the episodes. Actually, I think it was 10 episodes, not 8, of its predecessors. Deep Space Nine was like 24 episodes per year, 26. It was a lot. And that was pretty good. So I have no idea. I have no fucking idea what's going on anymore. But yeah, that's our entertainment we get nowadays. So yeah, something happened at some point, and that's just the way it is. Weirdly enough, a lot of series are like that now. It's kind of curious how a lot of people haven't noticed that it's like drastically different now. Crazy, huh? Let's get the talks rolling here, guys. Let's see. I started watching Alien Earth, and I have no idea. The series kind of started out kind of strong, like a throwback to like Aliens, and then just kind of went to this weird place. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it, where they have these kids in grown-up bodies, and yeah, they don't really all the problems you can imagine with having kids in grown-up bodies that basically are super androids, but they don't really do super android stuff. So yeah. Not exactly sure. It's like, so far, I'm almost done with the series, but so far all it seems like is they're just trying to find ways of causing an alien outbreak, as you can imagine. Like, literally just trying to make it happen. And, yeah, not really entirely convinced the series is, you know, yeah. Raised by Wolves also had, what's his name? Guy who made Aliens. Ridley Scott. Had Ridley Scott doing it, and it was much better story, better thought out. This one, I think they're just trying to do an alien thing on Earth, and it feels honestly like there's almost zero effort being put into it, which kind of sucks, because it could have been something pretty cool. where they actually turned into some sort of outbreak or war, like a zombie sort of thing, and they just didn't, you know. like Walking Dead sort of esque, only modern and not post dystopia Fallout. I don't know. I don't even know if it's an alternate timeline or what it is as far as the Aliens franchise goes. If it's before or after the Aliens franchise. Like the only cool thing so far that I've seen that they've actually done in Alien Earth is the fact that there's now different monsters, and they actually kind of have a little bit of a personality, so they don't all act the same way. So it's kind of like a PvE game sort of thing, right? But they don't really play on it at all. Like the most interesting part so far is this little eyeball monster that's clearly very intelligent, but it's also kind of mischievous. Not necessarily in a friendly way either. But as you can imagine, it's a horror story. But otherwise, like, it's just whoopsie doodle. Oh, I fell into the monster enclosure. Oh no, I'm dead now. Wow. And then they have like a little side story of one of the characters becoming not corrupt. I guess kind of corrupted. Basically, he got blackmailed and to do nefarious things, which he also really doesn't do. And then you got some of the characters going crazy because they're in android bodies, and then there's ethical concerns and whatever. And I don't know. There's very little going on in 8 episodes for it to be an 8-episode series. So once again, I'm not done watching it yet. I think maybe this was 10 episodes and Strange New Worlds was 8. I don't know. I'm not done with it. I'm almost done with it though, because I watched it yesterday while I was offline just to chill out. And yeah. They could have done so much more with that series, like went the way, like just kind of like an alternate timeline where they instead have like a dystopia where the aliens take over and shit, right? It could have been really cool, right? Like a Walking Dead, only where you're fighting it for your survival against aliens, and aliens are much more intelligent than zombies are, so there would actually be a meaty PvE element there, right? And it'd invite a lot of different opportunities for new monsters and new ways of dealing with them, and it just didn't fucking do shit. It's kind of weird, guys, how I can literally come up with a better idea than people literally making the franchises for decades at this point, just by spitballing with you guys for 20 minutes. And I don't know if they thought, maybe they didn't get greenlit or whatever, but it's not hard to think of how you could actually turn aliens on Earth into something meaningful, right? Yeah, and instead we have this weird, like, I don't know, it kind of seems like, what was that movie where they had like, it was contemplating like basically AI and bodies and dealing with them when they kind of go crazy. It was a movie from a couple years ago. What is it called? AI and robot body go crazy movie. It's not IAI. Rogue, goes rogue. There's probably a couple Megan, no. Ex Machina? That might be it. Yeah, but that was actually formulated around the idea of exploring, what do you call that? Not sentient. Well, I mean, it was basically, yeah, Ex Machina. It was basically exploring the idea of human ideology and, like, what makes people human and what makes them be a robot, right? And what makes them more than just a robot. And bridging that gap and the weird nuances that surround it, right? That's not really Aliens. Aliens is more of a horror thing, and they could most definitely have done a horror zombie version of Aliens, right? Where you're now in, like, it could have went completely different after episode 2 when the ship crashed. And, or was it episode 1? Episode 1, where the ship crashed and they broke containment, which almost feels like what they were going to do, and then they just like, nah, we're not going to do that. Let's do something else. That's too generic, right? We wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want humanity like fighting for its survival in the show about aliens, where it's literally about people with big guns fighting against basically almost an unstoppable enemy. We wouldn't want that, right? We wouldn't want to do that. And you're like, what is going on? Why? Why did you decide that all of a sudden this is going to be a show about humans being put into robots and having an existential crisis? I still can't figure out what are they called? The sentient AIs, they have a name for them, but basically there's AIs in robot bodies, and then there's humans in robot bodies, and then of course there's augmented humans, which are cyborgs, right? And there's like potential that they could do a lot with it, but I don't really understand any of what's happening with the sentient AI. He's doing some really weird shit right now, which I'm not going to spoil for you guys, even though I really don't think it matters. But they didn't really explain it. Like, they didn't give him a motive. He's just kind of doing it because he can. And that's kind of like, yeah, all right. Sure, why not? Sure, whatever, right? Yeah, fine. You want to do random shit and kill people, fine. It's very Aliens, right? At least the ship kind of had a motive. Once again, it feels like the series should be a lot longer than it currently is, because they actually have a lot of a decent chunk of plot developing, but it's slow. And once again, it's only 8 episodes, so I'm not exactly sure what they're fucking doing. I haven't finished it. I will probably finish it, well, next 2 days, because I usually just watch an episode per night with dinner. But yeah, so far just kind of not really doing. It's not really doing any of it. So I don't know exactly. They could have done a lot with that show, and they didn't do anything. I was like, oh my god! Like, I think that was my initial impression. Like, oh my god, aliens on Earth fighting humanity, fighting for its survival. That would be great, right? And then they just didn't do that. They didn't fucking do anything. So maybe I'll be wrong, and that'll be the finale of the last part of the season. But like, it feels like they wasted a lot of time. I didn't watch Critical Drinker. I haven't watched Critical Drinker in a while, but yeah, it's pretty spot on with his usually relatively spot on with his analysis of stuff. Yeah, it's not ideal so far, which is very sad because it's not really even wrecked by. You can't blame left-leaning propaganda. This time around, it's just bad. It's just a bad show. We're back to just having bad shows. You know. Makes you wonder how many shows were actually bad and they put left-leaning propaganda in it because they had nothing else going for them, so. There's also that. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, YouTube's like B-grade entertainment. It doesn't really scratch an itch for me. Like, I'll watch stuff on YouTube simply when I don't have anything better to watch, simply because some of the stuff's kind of interesting, but it's nothing really where I want to binge watch it or watch it for a prolonged period of time. Like, I couldn't do that. It basically maxes out at B-grade entertainment, where it's just kind of like, you know, it's like one of those things you just turn on because there's nothing better going on. And, like, I'll have to do that between, especially nowadays, weirdly enough, guys, a lot of the shit, it feels like this is like I said, it feels like media has drastically fallen off. We used to get, like, a couple good series per year, right? And now we got, like, fucking nothing. There's definitely something that's going on, guys. Just putting aside the weird shit that we cover on my stream and talk about with reality, with the possibility, like, you know, maybe First Contact approaching here or something, right? It really feels like there was some sort of process on our planet for making good entertainment, and that's gone. Like, anime's the same way too. Anime fell off. There's still maybe one. I don't even think there's a new series this year. Oh, Dan's last year. Dan did an end, and that's last year. Yeah, it's just like, I think it's just continuations of currently airing anime this year, but not really anything outside the ordinary. It used to be, just like with TV shows, there used to be at least one, no, I'd say 2 to 4 good new animes per year. Just just brand new series, not including the stuff that was already airing. Like, it was just like they're pumping that shit. And nowadays it feels like there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Now we have what's currently Dungeon Mushi. I think that's going to have a new series, new season. Jobless Reincarnation, but that's like every 2 years, and it's like 8 episodes. And it almost doesn't even count anymore. And that's, once again, another series that doesn't really air that often. Made in Abyss, I think, has another season sometime, maybe. I mean, that's just, like, there's a lot of shows that used to be once per year, and now they don't even air once per year. Like, it's like every other year or something. There's a lot of really weird shit going on, guys. I'm not, like, this isn't just, like, oh, just, you know, out of nowhere, oh, we gotta wait another year for Game of Thrones, right, because they want to make it extra good, and then they drop the dumpster fire that was Season 8, right? And there is Stranger Things, which we're now on 2.5 years after the last season aired, and the last season, for some reason, was twice as long as it should be, because they kept putting in this like emotional monologue garbage for the entire thing. Some people are really into that, but I thought it was a huge waste of time. I got bored watching it. It was just, their episodes were so long and so boring. It was like watching some sort of emo teeny drama, bopper drama, just nothing I'm interested in, right? Yeah. But now it's basically the same way. You have shows that literally, yeah. TV shows, I guess, have always kind of been kind of rough. Not as anime's been pretty good per year, but TV occasionally you get some good stuff. And what do we have right now on TV that's good? We don't really have anything. It's like all canceled or finished. Witcher, the next season's without Henry Cavill, which is gonna be terrible. Stranger Things is last season, and it took them 2.5 years to make it. There's nothing. There's House of the Dragon, which is a shitty version of Game of Thrones. Yeah, like, TV just went and dropped off the deep end. It's like they lost all their writers or something. I have no idea, guys. Absolutely no fucking idea. Maybe they know. Maybe the simulation knows all people consume anyways is short videos, so no one makes actual meaningful entertainment anymore. It's all just garbage. That'd actually be a really sad place to be if, like, the simulation actively adjusts to what people are watching, the majority of people, and since no one watches good entertainment anymore, they just don't make it because no one wants it. What a horrible timeline we're in. It's just all TikTok shorts now and YouTube. Funny, earlier today I was reading Twitter, and there was someone bitching about YouTube Shorts, but not TikTok Shorts, because apparently YouTube Shorts are worse than TikTok Shorts, which is just, I don't really understand where that's going. I have no idea. Just, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's still good old stuff to watch, right? You can go back and watch the old things, and that's always a possibility. For me personally, like, I seem to vividly remember series too well to actually go back and get, like, I want to say maybe I get like a fifth of the enjoyment out of the series after going back and like, it's borderline, it's not even worth watching it again. Where I go back and watch it again, like, the emotional response and interest I have in the series is probably about a fifth of what it originally was when I first watched it. And I'm sure, you know, everyone's like that, oh, just don't worry about it, it's just, that's just the way it is, right? But I don't think so. Some people really don't mind watching old stuff, and I just can't. It's like, feels worn out. Like your mom after I'm done with her. Ah. But yeah, like, just the shows we're getting nowadays, guys, are just, it feels like they're just lower quality. I have no idea why. Just like universally around the world, just lower quality entertainment. Like, anime isn't like a US thing, but most good TV shows are from the US, right? And that went to shit, and then anime went to shit, but anime's from Japan. So why all of a sudden would anime go to shit, right? I don't know. Oh, I think there's a new season of Arcane this year. Earlier this year, was it last year in the fall? And apparently they're going to go to a new... That was last fall. That was last fall. Nope, I was wrong. That's last fall. Yeah, I don't know what's fucking going on. Idiocracy? Movie, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't actually watched it, and I know people quote it constantly. Yeah, I don't know. It literally feels like the world just degraded or something. I don't know. Like, less effort. We talked about this before, where it feels like, honestly, feels like there was like an initial push for work for good series for Earth, and then the closer we get to first contact with aliens, the less like the effort they put in, because they know it doesn't matter for the most part, because we're going to be combined with the alien timeline anyways, right? So we'll have access to alien entertainment, which will be much more diverse, and they don't need to, what do you call it? They don't need to localize it for our for what do they call that in zoos? Enrichment. They don't need to make entertainment for our enrichment, because we'll shortly be with the alien empire, whatever that is, at some point, right? Yeah. But it's just, honestly, it feels like less effort's being put into whatever's being made everywhere around. And it's not even like, it's not even something where people will get their dream job, right, of making a TV series, and then they just fucking completely, like bomb it. Like it's not even something where it's like McDonald's or something where you're getting like a hamburger that's just barely edible because it's fast food, right? Like there's assumedly people that still write and make content because they want to make a story that they have in their mind, but for some reason it doesn't feel like that's happening anymore. And I have no idea why. Absolutely no idea why. So, I don't know, it could also be because we're becoming more of a hive mind, that everyone just kind of thinks in roughly the same way, and as such, that everyone either wants the same thing or they're less tolerant of stuff that isn't approved by the hive mind. It's not something that people would think is like worth watching, so you just don't get it anymore. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of really fucking weird shit going on right now. I did think, to be fair, Hades 2 launched, and I thought about playing it. It launched on the 25th. I thought about playing it, but currently we're in a holding cycle for Battlefield 6, so I was thinking maybe after we're done with Battlefield 6 I'll play it. It's basically a single-player game, so it really doesn't matter if I play it on launch or whatever. I'll probably be playing Hades 2 simply because I like the first one. I played the first one for like a month, so I suspect I'll be playing Hades 2 for a decent chunk of time too, because there's a lot of progression and cool things you can do in the game itself. There's a lot of content there. So I went on my way to just not watch anyone streaming Hades 2, and I'll probably be playing it myself, regardless of apparently them not being afraid to inject their political ideologues into the game. So that'll be fun, but the game itself Hades 1 was very good. So if your game is so good that it tells such a good story, it doesn't matter if you inject your personal bias into it at some points, because at that point, like, you've basically earned it. You've earned your grandstand. But there's a lot of people that literally just inject their agenda, and there's people that also just clap their hands because they think it's good that people are doing it. And those are just absolutely terrible games. TV shows and movies and basically everything you can possibly imagine. But Hades 2 probably will be pretty good. We'll see. But that's going to be a longer playthrough, and I believe Battlefield 6 is on the 10th, or is it on the 6th? Let's see. Battlefield 6 release date. The 10th. So that's about 2 weeks away from now. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks away from now. So we'll be playing that, and if I play Hades, it's not going to. I think we're going to want to play it longer than a week, and I'd rather play Battlefield 6 on launch. So most likely, we'll probably wait and then play Hades after Battlefield 6 is done, which will probably be about a month itself. Completely forgot about Hades because I saw they had like the pre-release, right, the alpha, and people played that and basically burned themselves out on the game, and I wanted to wait for release because if I was going to play it, I wanted to play it basically once. Hades 2. We'll see though, guys. Otherwise, other weird shit going on in the world. Like I said, there's a lot of. If you look at like the overall kind of like encompassing world itself, right, and look at like the overall trends and everything, there's a lot of really weird shit going on, all roughly at the same time. This all just kind of built up. Not Russia, in Europe right now, there's still more drone incursions today. Yesterday, there was one, I believe, yesterday is technically the day before, because I read the news from yesterday or earlier today, which is from basically earlier in the day, which tends to be either earlier in the day or from the day before. So we're talking Friday night / Saturday, I think, in Europe. There was more drone incursions. One was in the Netherlands at a port, and they tried to shoot it down, and they couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't shoot it down. There's no word on what exactly they tried. They just listed that they tried to shoot it down, and they couldn't. There's another drone incursion in Germany as well, and the Schumann resonance has spiking 107. Russia doesn't want any of this shit. I don't understand. Like, I get it, Russia's the boogeyman in Europe because they invaded Ukraine, right? But you have to understand, Russia can barely fucking fight Ukraine. They don't want to fight NATO. They aren't going to go pick a fight with NATO. like Putin is a bully. He's not insane. He's just a bully, right? Yeah, he's not going to go and try and pick a fight with Russia. What it does look like with NATO, what it does look like, however, is seemingly some other countries in Europe that want NATO involved are taking advantage of it. I saw, now we're seeing things from Estonia where, like, I believe earlier today they said they found wreckage of a Russian drone in, like, one of their rivers. Which, by the way, is not what... There's no fucking way that Russia is flying highly advanced technological drones with their lights on around civilian airports in Denmark, putting aside the fact they can't even air those in Ukraine. They aren't going to go fucking air them. They aren't going to go fly them around Denmark. Like, there's 0 point for them to do that. It also seems like Ukraine is also... they want NATO to join, for sure, right? They're drumming up the beat of, oh, it's Russia, it's always Russia. Russia's denying it because, of course, they are. They don't want fucking NATO. Like, weirdly enough, there's a lot of people, putting aside the sentiment, which is, Europe is very negative Russia, right? That's just the way it is because of Russia and the the associations they have with them. There's very few people that, like, think about things far enough to go, huh, would Russia want to do this? And you go, no, they wouldn't. Because they don't want... You don't want Big Brother stepping into your war with a little brother, do you? That's not the way it works from a strategic or tactical standpoint. Ukraine has a motive for sure, but they also don't have the drones to do it. And Ukraine, I believe, is a little bit... Zelensky is a bit... what would you say? Not a grifter. He's an opportunist. So if he sees something that's working for his favor, he's going to try and push it because he's in a war, right? And I think they're trying to take advantage of what's going on. I don't think Ukraine's doing it. I don't think Russia's doing it. I don't think China's doing it. I'm pretty sure these are UAPs and NHIs, so non-human intelligence. They aren't there, which is why they can't be caught. They can't be jammed. They can't be shot down because these aren't normal human drones from the drone factory in I don't know what a Russian Stratusky or whatever, some sort of Russian town that produces drones, right? If you've ever seen Russian drones, they aren't super advanced, and they don't have navigation lights because you don't fly them around with navigation lights on if you're trying to if you're trying to do something covert. On the opposite end of the spectrum, on the opposite end of the spectrum, if they're trying to send a message, right? Like you're trying to do something to make you seem like a show of power. You attach your name to it, because if no one knows you're doing it, they aren't going to think you're bullying them. Yeah. And B, you're not going to do it in the middle of the territory, because that makes it look like you're striking at them. So there are pissing contests, right? There are military pissing contests, and they happen on military borders where basically they have like shoulder bumping, where they try to fuck with each other. And it generally doesn't get to the point of firing arms at each other, but they kind of just, fuck around with each other. Big case in point is China and Taiwan on their sea border, where the ships kind of bully each other. Yeah, Russia is... They don't have gas! So why the fuck is Russia picking war with NATO if they don't even have gasoline? I don't know if you saw that, but there's a lot of posts on social media about how their gas stations literally ran out of fuel. That's kind of... Yeah, it's kind of a telling sign that they're kind of not doing too hot, and maybe they don't want to... They don't want more, right? Yeah. So, it's highly doubtful that Russia is involved for many, many reasons, most of which is they don't want NATO joining Ukraine. And they have their own problems, and they don't have the technology. No one really has the technology to do what's going on in Europe right now. Some of the stuff in Europe, they do look like normal drones. I will say that, but we've also seen with New Jersey drones and what happened in the U.S. that they've looked very much like normal drones, but they clearly aren't. So, like, they mimicry, as it's called, basically where they try to mimic things that are in the air. For whatever reason, maybe they don't want people to crash into them, I don't know. But they definitely want to be known that they're there. But there are also some drones, like we looked at the other night, that clearly are not drones, right? The first one from Copenhagen we looked at that looked like a bird of prey. It literally looked like a bird of prey, like 100 feet off the ground. And then the one from Oslo, which was just a really, really, really bright light. A really bright white light, which also was most likely not a drone. NATO the word? Yeah, but NATO's like kind of just like sending stuff. They aren't really joining. NATO, like, they don't have ground forces there. They're just occasionally sending weapons and stuff. NATO's not like literally involved, as in the country. All countries are sending basically NATO to the area to occupy it and help push Russia back. That's like saying Russia or saying the U.S. is involved in helping Ukraine, because we are. We're basically, with Biden, we just gave them free, we gave them free weapons, which was kind of weird. And then with Trump, we still give them weapons. It's just they pay for them now. Because as it turns out, it's a business model where you don't just give away things for free. Biden, the whole Biden, guys, like, I voted for Biden, and it just seems like it's almost like him being in office, it felt like he wasn't actually there the entire time. He's just a walking corpse. And I don't mean that for the memes either. It just clearly looked like he wasn't really doing anything. And then he's just doing a bunch of stuff that people probably wouldn't agree with if they knew. But they did a very good job of controlling narrative while they're in the office, so people didn't know that they're doing it. Yeah. Either way. Did you see the meme? Did you see the meme? President Trump? This is so absolutely hilarious. President Trump is so bitter. It's actually kind of funny. He trolled basically he basically trolled Biden by he has a wall of presidents, and Biden's picture is an auto pen. I'm not even joking. You guys got to see this. You really do. I mean, because it's actually honestly fucking true. So, like, I don't really feel so bad because this is actually legitimately true. Like, every other portrait of the presidents is literally the president, and Biden's portrait is an auto pen. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. That is some top tier trolling, guys. I don't fucking care if you think like it's too much or unprofessional. It's true. It's true. Biden like signed like something like 4,000 executive orders or something with an auto pen. Like he wasn't even there, bills with them. There's so many like where he wasn't even present in the room when stuff was being signed. By the way, it's not uncommon to use an auto pen. Almost all presidents use an auto pen. However, they're there. And they literally, like, you know, they look at what's being signed. They don't just, like, they don't do it. But there's clearly a case where there are instances where, like, he was having bills signed he was never present for or might have even seen where, like, legitimately, like, the auto pen was running his administration, which is probably his wife or Harris, one of the two. Whichever it was, is clearly, I'm pretty sure Biden had prostate cancer well before, because it takes a while for it to progress. He had prostate cancer well before he was done with his term, which is why he's probably so janky, was he's on meds. If you guys know about cancer treatment, they can make you completely out of whack, especially if you're on painkillers, and that's exactly what he looked like. So, my guess is he had prostate cancer while he was already in the White House. They knew about it because he has the best doctors in the world, and he just kind of was there, and someone else was running things, once again, probably either Harris or his wife, either of the two. And basically we reached kind of a really, really shitty point in U.S. history because of it. Because we didn't actually have a president, and you can't prove it, but also probably a very good sign that you don't want a woman running the presidency. Maybe there will be one that will, but in the current case, if this was either Harris or his wife, both also cases that you don't want to have a female running things. And it could just be very, very likely because it was a specific political affiliation, very far left-leaning, and maybe one that's more central or right-leaning or is actually a candidate would do much better, because I don't know if you listened to any Harris's speeches, but they're really bad. She's a horrible, she can't articulate herself or shit, or even talk. It's one of the reasons I thought really sus shit was going on before I knew about stuff like this, is because if you ever listen to her, like, people obviously listen to the debate, and she basically shit all over Trump, that's true. And there's kind of the tinfoil hat shit that she was wearing an earpiece, and you're like, nah, she wouldn't do that, right? But then you look at some of her other speeches, and she's horrible. Absolutely, I can most definitely give a public speech much better than her. She's absolutely horrible. She can't articulate. It's like she can't think for herself. She doesn't she can't even say meaningful things. Is horrible. Like she just if you can imagine all the buzzwords from like social media and like things that just elicit responses. That's all she does. And like Trump kind of does that, but he's like a sleazy car salesman, right? Where she is just she has no idea what she's saying. She's just a bunch of vagaries and buzzwords to make it seem like she's saying something meaningful, and she doesn't say anything. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, this I found hilarious. By the way, is it crass and kind of shitty? Yeah. Is it true though? Also yes. And I don't I honestly think this is probably very meaningful, because it's like we knew. So once again, going back to the cancer thing, Biden announced he had cancer this summer, but he was most likely running with it, and then probably the response, or what we were going to do, was he was going to step down as president, and Harris was going to take over, which is why he also pushed her in. It will push the entire Democratic Party pushed her into the role of their candidate. Right, there was no primary, because the intention was for her to take over all along, which is just absolutely absurd. Because if you're a person voting for them, you don't feel like you're not. I'm not voting for Harris. I don't want to vote for Harris. I voted for Biden. The very fact that you're being cheated out of your candidate, and it's just, oh, look-see doodle, there's someone else. The auto pen. Yeah, that's not who I'm voting for. I wouldn't vote for the auto pen because you have no idea who's running it. You have no idea what's happening there. Can't vet them. You'd have no idea what they actually want to do. So why would you be voting for someone you're not voting for? That's not the way it works. Very clearly a lot of weird shit going on, guys. Like I said. And then we have censorship that still keeps trying to be pushed everywhere. I don't know if you guys, like I said, the world, there's a lot of weird things going on in the world. It's not just one thing. And the culmination, we were just talking about media, right? The media just going to shit. Entertainment just going to shit. And then you have the drones in Europe right now. You have censorship that's being pushed everywhere this year. Every fucking where. Schumer, I think it's Schumer, right? The UK Prime Minister just pushed forward like a digital ID. I think they're voting on it right now, but like requiring you to have basically an online ID that you use everywhere you go online. So basically censorship. And yeah, pretty crazy shit. Like UK is what we could have been if things went a different way. And like still this year with like Charlie, is like they're trying to instill censorship everywhere. Something's trying to instill censorship everywhere, and I don't know exactly why. Besides, it relates to the UAP things, and maybe this is how they control first contact so things don't get out of hand, right? That they want the media to be locked down, or the other opportunities. It seems like there's two sides here. You have either the hard fist of censorship, or you have religion. And it could be that these are two different ways of actually kind of controlling the outcome and offering people ways of dealing with it. One is where the media is heavily controlled and tells you exactly what you're supposed to think and say and hear, right? And the other one is where religion kind of does it. But with the case with religion, at the very least with religion, people have a choice, right? And that's really what it comes down to. People can be all religious all they want, and tolerating other people's religions is important. So if you want to be religion, or if other people, if there's a renaissance of Christianity or whatever in the U.S., I wouldn't be against it, as long as it's not forced on other people. With censorship, it's forced on people, right? So you can still be a Muslim, or you can still be a Buddhist, or you can still be, non-denominational. There's a lot of different religions. As long as separation of church and state still remains, there's not a problem with people being mainly one type of religion. It's when they force everyone to become that religion, it becomes a problem. Like I said, weird stuff, guys. The world itself right now, overall, this year, just in a really weird place, and that's including UAPs and NHIs, UFOs, right? The occult space has also been absolutely off the rails this year too. And what's going on right now with Ukraine, or not with Ukraine, with the drones in Europe, I think is very much kind of a telling sign of what's going on right now. It is very clear that there's other things going on. So the auto pen honestly is fucking hilarious. I don't care who you are. That is hilarious because it's true. That's not made up bullshit. They literally found out that he just wasn't in the room when like most of the documents are signed. Biden, auto pen, number of documents signed. Number of documents signed with Joe Biden's auto pen is not publicly known. Thousands of pardons and commutations issued in his final months. $4,000 pardons. That's insane. Yeah, like, just wasn't there. It was just the auto pen and shady figures in the background. He just was not there. Just insane. Absolutely insane. Alright, guys. Let's move on out of the podcast here. I guess we have a little bit of podcast tonight. The last couple of nights have been pretty good. The last week or so has been pretty good for world events, I guess you could say. Lots of interesting things going on right now, especially with the drones. It very, like, you might not believe in UAPs and NHIs, and you don't need to. But you can put 2 and 2 together and realize, and there's still Atlas 3i Atlas still flying around, right? And then there's still fucking Atlas flying around. Which some people like Avi are saying is an alien probe, but it very much looks like it's a comet, right? But it's also starting to do weirder and weirder shit, so if we're lucky, it actually turns out it's going to be a first contact scenario. If we aren't, it's just, maybe it'll do something weird, and next year... The timeline earlier this year that people, like the UAP occult community was giving was 27, so it could be something's going to happen in 27, and this is all kind of leading up to it. One can only hope. But, yeah. Crazy stuff, guys. Fucking auto pen portrait Biden. That is hilarious. I should actually watch Idiocracy. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. I've heard people reference it so many times that I kind of have to watch it at this point, I think. Just absolutely crazy, guys. It is very clear the world itself is changing, and it's also not exactly what it seems. But as to what that is, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I am just here streaming basically daily. Maybe at this point, maybe I should just start streaming. Maybe it doesn't even matter if I play Overwatch anymore. Like, whatever determines whether or not I actually get to be a streamer and make money has absolutely nothing to do with what game I'm playing. So maybe I shouldn't even be playing Overwatch anymore. Just play whatever the fuck I want until whatever happens, happens, because I don't make a living off of it anyways. So... why am I forcing myself to play Overwatch? Although, I would like to play a PvP-oriented game, and there's only so many of those, and still have to operate inside the confines of reality, which is, maybe it does matter what I stream, right? But it doesn't seem that way, it really doesn't. Just kind of a thing that I do to get through life while I play video games, and... for a while, like, I had a couple, you know, what do you call that, tragedy of conscience, or whatever it's called. Where I was contemplating stopping streaming, and every time I did that, it just kind of felt like I was missing out on something when I wasn't streaming. Like, it feels like if I'm playing a game, I probably should just be streaming it, because I can, right? But that also limits what games I should play, so... fucking autopin Biden. But maybe I should just say fuck it, guys, and just play whatever the fuck we want. Rivals, I'd still play Rivals if it didn't have the damage reduction shit going on in it, so... maybe I'll have to revisit that at some point and see if it's fixed. I said Season 5, which is probably going to be in November, I think. Yeah, Biden, when I voted for Biden, he was a completely different person than he was at the end of his presidency, end of his term. Even 2 years in, he was very different. He actually could make speeches in, what was it 2020? 2019. Gaming is stale? It's been, I mean, if you have grown up playing video games, it has been stale for a long time. That's just the way it is, because gaming becomes repetitive. I don't think gaming itself is stale, as in there's nothing to play. It's just picking and choosing what you play. Yeah, I mean, I've been gaming since the 90s. Earlier than that, if you conclude the 8088 my dad had. Oh, are you gonna play Mercy? You gonna play Mercy? Press is on. You gonna play Mercy? Oh. I mean, 8088 was PC. 8088 is a Tandy. It is a processor from 80s with a 5 1/4 floppy. Those are the big ones.
Yes. Thanks.
Personally, don't fly away with my heart. Copy that. 5, 4, 3.
Thanks.
Third skins in this game not nearly as good as Rivals. And I don't have my teleport up. Looks like we have a first cheater of the night. All good things, guys. They used to have thirst skins for this game, and then they got rid of them. Back when the game first came out, when they also made hot characters, and the degen Karens took over Overwatch, or excuse me, took over Blizzard, and then they just made a bunch of like shit niche characters. For their own agendas instead of what people were looking for. Compare Zarya came out at release. Compare Zarya though to Angela. Very different, right? Like World of Warcraft, where they make cult Tyrans, and instead of making them Amazonians, they made them fat humans. Good. Which no one plays then, because people aren't actually interested in playing fat humans. They want to play Amazonians, because it's a fucking fantasy game. Literally zero sound. Was he on top of the pillar? Yeah, he made zero sound. Until I heard him hitting me. 0 footsteps. All right. Not sure about that. They're definitely. I don't think the UAPs. We just talked about that. I don't think the UAPs are there because they want to start wars. I think they're there because they get taken seriously. I think Ukraine might be trying to turn it into war than it is, though. And I don't think Russia's doing it. Russia doesn't want Big Brother. They don't want Big Brother NATO joining. But now she wants to fucking res. Slane just likes drumming up. You see how fucking shaky. Notice like he's like his aim's going like this, but it's still locking to the target. Kid's literally cheating. Last thing Russia wants is NATO to join. And Cheat McGee showed up. Yeah. He's like literally, he's like trying to not watch people through walls, but he's clearly fucking watching people through. He's like, oh, I shouldn't look over there, and then he does anyways. Attention span literally lasts less than a half a second. Hopefully the NHIs have better anti-cheat than we have, because their fucking anti-cheat sucks dick. The bro's gonna show up. She knows she has to. Or is waiting for this. Oh, I can't cloak anymore. Alright. You're confusing show of force with actually trying to get them involved in the war, and putting aside the fact they literally do not have capabilities to fucking send highly advanced drones to Denmark undetected, turn on the flashing lights, not take responsibility for it, and then get them involved. Why would Russia ever want NATO involved with Ukraine? Until they finish it off, why do they want a major force to show up and help them? Like, you're not even remotely thinking about it in terms of strategy. Bullying happens at major... We talked about this literally an hour ago. Bullying happens at major military borders. And a headshot. What do you mean? What's happening that's not being talked about? We're literally talking about the idea that NATO joins Ukraine and then shits on Russia. Why would Russia want that? There's nothing to do with what media outlet you're following. That's literally just not what Russia wants. Alright. I mean, you have to use logic and rational to explain actually what you're saying. I don't just drink the Kool-Aid because you're saying, nuh-uh. It's not really the way I work. And jerk off Anna. Oh, actually, it's Kiriko that. Okay. It was actually Kiriko. I was just enamored with the young Anna skin. Report McCree. Make look through wall. Chan. There's a bunch of media outlets right now, mainly the fear-mongering ones they're drumming the World War III narrative, though. There's a couple Twitter accounts that do that shit. Like, they prey on people's idea that basically everything's gonna fall into war. Good evening, Jesse. Why would Russia bait NATO into a war? Yeah, no shit. No shit, there's no gas. Why would they be baiting NATO into a war? Right? You understand it's horrible, right? They don't want that. They most definitely don't want that. They aren't doing that. They found a ship, a covert ship in, what is the Baltic Sea with its transponder off, but they have no proof that it was actually launching drones. I saw that, but that's it. That doesn't mean they have like some sort of covert op going on. Like, what? Why would Russia, when they're being bled dry, bullies? Do they expect NATO to give them free resources or something? What do you think's going on there? There's no motive. You have to think in terms of motives and behavior. Why would they ever do that? There is always pissing contests at borders, though. We talked about that earlier, where people like, no, this is my border, no, this is your border, and then they don't shoot at each other, though. They literally just they have like ships with water cannons that spray each other and make each other's lives miserable, but they don't actually they don't commit acts of war. The drones in Europe right now, no one's taking responsibility for them. Russia's not. So if Russia is trying to bully someone, you can only bully people if they know you're bullying them. It doesn't work if you don't actually tell them you're bullying them, because then they don't know it's you. What? But then nukes aren't usable. That's... What? Nukes are a deterrent. They aren't usable weapons. Everyone dies if people use nukes. That's the way it goes. There is no use case for nuclear weapons. They're only deterrents to stop other countries from using them against them because they'll die. Like, if there's other countries in Europe with nuclear weapons, and then, of course, they have treaties with other countries, like the U.S., that also have nuclear weapons, it's a... I would suggest watching War Games. Is probably the best case scenario for if you still think nuclear weapons are usable. Just watch War Games. Sometimes the only way to win is not to play as it goes. That's what the AI learned at the end of it. What? They don't have a small radius, and it's not the immediate. It's the radiation that kills everything. What? What do you mean? Yes, they are. The fallout literally just kills everyone. The giant, it's not the cities evaporating, it's the giant clouds of radioactive waste that spread everywhere and gives everyone tumors, and then we all die in 10 years. Well, I'll be living underground eating fungus and crickets. They aren't trying to cause a meltdown. You're talking about, what's it called? It's changed hand a couple different times, and occasionally they take pot shots at it. Both sides take pot shots at them, but they're clearly not trying to melt it down. That would actually cause an intervention by NATO, or really probably the US too, if they tried doing shit like that. No one wants a radioactive cloud of waste floating over their country. Nuclear weapons are not usable. Ever. Deterrent. Not Hunger Games, War Games. It's, I think, a movie from '77. It's an old one. But it basically tells exactly why. Was it 77? When did War Games come out? 87? '83. And the funny thing about it is they also had a sentient AI in it, too. Which is what caused some of the things to go on. I mean, this really isn't my life, because I don't make money. We just talked about how I don't make money off streaming, and my stream has basically gotten to the point where it doesn't even matter what I play, so why does it even matter if I play Overwatch anymore? It doesn't get me thousands of subs. I don't think it ever will. There is something that determines whether or not the NPCs watch you, and that's it. It has nothing to do with basically me playing a game or even thinking about it properly. I'm living in a simulation that's predetermined for me. Actually explains a lot of shit that goes on in my life if I think about it as a predetermined destiny sort of thing. No control. Maybe I'm a rogue AI that's supposed to be an NPC, which is why the simulation tries to stop me from doing things. It's like, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to make a life for yourself. You're supposed to toil away in a factory somewhere. I'm like, nah. Nuh-uh. And it's like, well, you just can't do anything outside of the bare minimum to stay alive. And you're like, okay. My life is so fucking weird, guys. There's a lot of stuff in my personal life I can't talk about with you guys because it's doxish material, unfortunately. But I've had so much weird shit in my life that goes on. I don't think it's hell. Hell could be a lot worse than what it is. I know you take the strong, it's hell stance. Maybe purgatory might be more in line with what's going on here. But honestly, it seems an awful lot like any attempts to actually become successful in my life have just been thwarted by stuff outside my control. To the point where it's no longer a coincidence or whoopsie doodle. I mean, I do. If you actually put it in perspective how much worse things could be, it makes you feel better about where you are. So. Could it always be better? Sure. Could it have been better? For sure. If things went well, even marginally, most of the time would have been better, for sure. 14 years later, guys, still streaming. What is it, 12 years? 13 years later. It's going to be 13 years. Actually, it has been 13 years. In August. I've been streaming for 13 years, guys. Still have like 5 people watching me. Now, obviously, nowadays, I don't stream that long. Maybe I'll stream 3 to 5 hours, right? But there's for a long time, I was streaming 6 to 7 hours for like 2 years, and it didn't do shit. Maybe we talked about this the other night. I was talking with Idwin about this. If everyone, there's a lot of people that fucking cheat at video games, especially those that stream and play video games. And at this point, if you can just cheat, and there's really no recourse for you ever getting caught, why wouldn't you cheat and stream games? Like, you won't ever get banned unless you show, like, literally wall hacks on your screen. It just never happens. Even if you get banned in a video game, that doesn't mean you're going to get banned on Twitch. Not sure how he didn't die just now. He was very close. Does it push faster with more people? I don't remember.
We're ahead.
Me, not really. Like you just discussed, they literally don't have gas, so that's kind of a major part of war effort and maintaining quality of life in your country so your citizens don't rebel. It's like Civilization. You've played Civ, right? That's not where I want to go. You only play. Civ's a pretty good game. I don't like Civ 6. Civ 5 is pretty good though. And I heard the new Civ's even worse. So. Oh, just barely missed it. Yeah, I should have waited on the edge. I might have made it if I went straight for it. Yeah? I mean, you actually kind of sound like you're just completely burned out on video games, so I don't think that it really is. I don't think that really has anything to do with good games coming out. There's a lot of good games this year. Expedition 33 is a pretty good storytelling game. Hades 2 just came out, which we're going to play after Battlefield 6. I can cleanse that. Neat. Here's a Genji. Yeah, GTA 6 in like 2 years? Yeah. I mean, everyone's gonna play that. Hey, Nord. I guess you read another chat. You guys can't see it on Twitch because Twitch doesn't allow integration with other platforms. So you see that people are chatting, you just don't know who and where. Yeah. Alright. Why is he not taking damage properly? Very weird. Why do you suppose the Genji wasn't taking damage just now? He was literally standing still while I was shooting into him. It wasn't the Ana. I can clearly outdamage the Ana heal. It was like I was doing half damage to the Genji while he was basically sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
Get the robot to the barricade.
Taking care of you.
But yeah, everyone on Twitch is going to be playing GTA 6. Like, it's funny, like, you think about Twitch from, like we just talked about with, like, what I stream from a strategic standpoint. Like, it really doesn't even fucking matter. It seems like nothing matters in terms of, like, thinking things out or what's going on.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Alright.
Repositioning.
Yeah. If I could fight against a heal bot, why'd I even bother fighting the heal bot, right?
Push.
Hey, buddy. No one actually pushes carts in this game or goes to the cart anymore. It's just kind of the way things go. I don't even know what our teammates are doing over there. Bye. You guys want the cart? Go over here by these other guys. He doesn't take their own damage for some reason. Everyone else does except for this fucking Genji.
Life protects life.
All right. A 180 DPS. That's hilarious. I could have went into the room and maybe even survived that. To get him into close quarters, possibly would have killed him. Fucking, the Death Blossom on Reaper is so fucking shit. 180 DPS, guys. He does 230 with his shotguns. Oh, Scoobs, did we get a hacker Chan? Maybe. We'll see here, guys. Did we get hacker Chan to toggle on after the swap to Sojourn? We'll never know. You make a good cop in GTA. Cops are filler. They don't actually... It doesn't matter what your alignment is. Cops, all they do is literally just go and stop people from executing their master plans. That's all they do. It's like the least interesting... It's like where you go to retire in GTA RP. Not really RP at all. Boo-boo tree. Really do anything. Oh, out of curiosity here. Yeah, the cops don't really do it. They stop people from being entertaining. That's all they do. They're like the janitors that clean up the servers after people have their fun. Yeah, like, so even though I'd make, like, my alignment tends to be... I wouldn't even say... I'd say as lawful. Lawful, neutral, lawful, chaotic at one point, like, as far as D&D alignment goes. Now I'm more, like, neutral, but not like in, I don't have an opinion sort of way, like centrist. There's some people that think centrists basically don't align with any side, right? I'm more of I bend the rules when they need to be bent, but other times try to do what's in the best interest of the greater good. It turns out not everything works to your ideologues, even if you want it to. And usually you have to break things to make things work to your ideologues. So... I did a bandwidth test like a month ago, guys. My results look so much worse, and I don't know why. Trying to figure that one out. Oh, I'm talking to Slane on YouTube, by the way, if you're curious. But yes, I agree. The next month or so is going to be very interesting. It already is. And 2025 is very interesting in and of itself. I mean, that's the gimmick. That's not why I stream, though. There's always been ways to kind of cheese things like personality. We've talked about that before. People love watching clowns, too, but that doesn't mean I want to be a clown. I actually enjoy the more intellectual conversations and directions. But when the majority of Twitch is kids, you know, it doesn't really... Wanting to talk to adults isn't always what happens. I mean, plenty of people like clowns. That's basically what the majority of streamers are, I'd say. Act like the dumbass, the esports kid. Like sports bros for sports, but it's only for esports. And then you have a shtick like you're extremely loud, you have a broken microphone. Or you just act super aggressive constantly. Assertive and aggressive.
Now arriving at ease. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Thought about going to a VTuber model a couple years ago, though.
Can't escape death.
Yeah, that might have helped back then. But still. People like fantasies. They don't want to watch real people. My hand's a fantasy, guys. Like Thing from Addams Family.
All right. Test me. Go back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
We're gonna send a package.
Send you my package. Butter? When he does that, do you even, do you keep attacking him, or do you just... Also, FPS tank. Once again, Genji makes absolutely fucking no sound in the air, and oftentimes even when he's stepping on shit. Which is fucking weird. I actually think, is there any point in dodging that? It's just basically a CC.
Bring in the rain.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
That worth? Probably not. I was trying to get him around the side of the healing tree at the same time as doing the tree, but we couldn't get around the edge. Just like ignore the tank. Yeah, I think there's dating apps in general have kind of went a really weird way, and I think it's because women figured out it's shopping. I agree. I agree with the analysis. Women discovered that it's shopping, so they basically don't even try anything out. They just they make purchases that are super ideological, which is people. Like, it's not real dating anymore. I don't think it's been that way for a long time. Maybe 3-4 years.
So must we with it. Is that it?
Hey, Kiriko, do you do a lot of office work?
No, why?
Because you always leave a paper trail.
Ah, I've never heard of them. I believe it. Dating apps depend a lot on it being the one that everyone uses, and now there's a bajillion dating apps and no one really uses them anymore. So, there's no longer consensus. All right. I actually considered. I don't think that has as much health as a May wall. Fucking wall hack fucks are super fucking annoying too. Where little bros literally just fucking watch me through wall auto too. And they just wait for you to turn around before they attack you, and then they just dash away when they attack you. For some reason the positional audio doesn't seem like it works properly either. So we have multiple people cheating in the game. Very fucking obnoxious. This guy's watching me through the wall. This is another guy that's cheating.
Death walks again.
Which direction? Although, according to feminists, there's only one direction, so... Little bro keeps following around. Both these little bros keep following me around. Talking about the fucking, the tank, as well as the Genji. Fucking obnoxious. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't kill the tank. Every time you look at them, they hide behind a wall, and when you look away, they shoot you in the back because they can see through the walls. Pretty fucking obnoxious match, guys. Sure. Like I said, they just fucking watch you through walls, guys, and they dive in. I'm pretty sure there's a pre-made. Let's check. No one's in a group. They just all function the same way.
Back with a vengeance. Beware the shadows.
I have the objective. Hello there.
In the case of rivals, you could at least. That's hilarious. In the case of rivals, you could at least sum it up to them looking at you around corners, right? In this game, you can't. When they start fucking doing random shit like that. Notice he just randomly changed directions to the other guy that wasn't even on the screen the moment I left the screen. So the fucking Scottish guy is cheating too. I don't even remember his name. Hazard. He's also cheating. So the Tracer's cheating, just watching you through walls. The Hazard's also cheating. Probably the Genji is too. Doesn't fucking matter. No. We're gonna report the Hazard, we're gonna report the Genji. That guy's also, yeah, the Genji's also cheating. Good shit. And the Tracer's cheating. Shit. So the 3-stack guys, we can tend to be the worst for cheating. That's just the way it goes. Report this guy. What is the auto? Was that Genji? Genji is auto deflect. So there's a 3-stack. Well, let's stack 3 batch of cheaters. Genji is auto deflect. Oh, also the Tracer uses the information to basically hide whenever you look at them and basically attack you when your back's turned. Genji does the same thing. Neat. Next game. Thus is the state that Overwatch is in, guys. If you talk about Rivals, Rivals has damage reduction, where this game has a boatload of people fucking cheating in it, so... Also, extremely obnoxious. That wasn't the right Tracer, the fucking Tracer left. That was the wrong guy. Because basic mice are actually nice in your hand. You mean an ambidextrous mouse? Yes. That wasn't the right Tracer. That's the guy that left because he's a dumbass and clicked join group when I invited him to group to see if he was in the squad. By the way, guys, we can't see anyone typing on the other team, so there's no point in actually trying to BM or even act like a dumbass because I can't see any of it. Or see your name. Which, as it finds out, takes a lot of the enjoyment from stream sniping away, because you can't actually get on the screen. No one knows who the fuck you are, and no one cares. Surprised how that works, huh? The whole reason we use a standby screen is because for some reason the Q delay in the game does not work. It's broken. I don't know how long it's been broken either. By the way, that's some of the worst cheating to deal with, is what you just saw in the last game, where they literally just fucking watch you through walls and just attack you when your back's turned, and then hide behind the walls and do it again and over and over and over again. Very easy to tell if you're actually watching them ban them, because you can see them directly watching people and look for that behavior. However, if there's no one actually... If the person running things is asleep at the wheel, it doesn't matter how obvious they are. As we talked about the Rivals, they must have an absolute boatload of people manually reviewing footage at NetEase. Which they can, because Chinese labor is much cheaper than in the US. Also, I tend to like my mouse. It's hard to find a mouse that actually operates at high DPI without skipping, jittering, or doing some other weird shit, becoming less accurate. It turns out they put all sorts of numbers on the box, but it doesn't mean it can actually perform at that without errors. NHIs, please. We desperately need anti-cheat. Good anti-cheat. For the love of God. We've needed it for like more than that, a decade. We've needed it for a decade. Especially nowadays, there's fucking cheating everywhere. You can cheat on Twitch because it doesn't matter. You literally look like you have an active aimbot and no one believes it's an aimbot. Well, enough people don't believe where it doesn't matter. And then you present it as an aiming montage on Twitter, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you're so good at video games, little bro!" Like a bunch of dumbass kids, like literally just think that if something happens in a game, it's reality, and there's no way to change it. I'm not even blind leading the blind. I don't even know what it is. Mass hysteria. Fucking crazy world we live in, guys. Good way of wording things. I feel like, in my life in general, I just feel like I have zero control over anything that happens. And the little bit I do have seems like it's already just... It was intended to look like I have control. What an absurd place we are. So here I am, playing games at 3 in the morning, because it doesn't matter. And another year to my life. It does feel like a zoo. To a certain extent, it feels like a zoo. And you have all the NPCs that don't even seem like they're self-aware. That just makes things fucking weirder. You have people that don't seem like they're actually people. They're filler. Parent cities, sure. There's just differences in income and inflation. Got him. Too bad you didn't vote. Hi.
Genial. Otro trabajo aburrido.
Yes. Hello. Okay, thanks. Yes.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
He's literally just fucking. This guy's cheating. He's just fucking watching me through the ground like the last fucker.
Enemy sighted.
Fucking obnoxious to deal with. Fortunately, he has a lot more movement than I do, guys.
Heroes never die.
Man, alright. Notice a lot of people like punching me and then running away. Ha! I got you good! Ha ha! Good for you.
This ends now.
Oh. Huge waste, guys. I thought all three of them were around me, and they weren't.
I'm not done.
Don't let the enemy take our point.
You just dashed in. This is the Genji. That's an aimbot. That's not the Genji. Like, he literally makes no fucking sound. It's just fucking obnoxious as shit. Where you just get someone that's dashing around you guys and makes zero fucking sound. Regardless of where he is. Why? You hear him crawling and that's it. Make no jump sounds, he makes no flying sounds, he makes nothing to indicate where he is. So you can't even use positional audio to locate him. Aim appropriately. And headshot. Or something. I don't know exactly what damaged me. Little bro's trying to shoot me through walls.
Back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, you can be ideological. It doesn't mean it gets what you want, though. Especially when you match that with a wall hack and a fucking aimbot. It's probably more annoying than Tracer is. What the fuck's the tank doing? And you got this fuck that just fucks around with me too. Sure. Once again, zero sound until he throws the first shuriken, and then I hear footsteps. He's literally fucking right there and makes zero sound. Also cheating. Have a good night, Slane. Enjoy your day, dude. Like I said, the most annoying fucking Genji are the ones with the fucking wall hacks and aimbots. Because they're always sticking to your dick. It's like they maximize their, basically their no sound. Once again, zero fucking sound. Until he touches the ground, nothing.
Death walks again.
Nano boost administered. Eyes on a target.
Meteor strike.
Everything fucking shoots at me when I show up, guys.
30 seconds.
It's go time.
Take care.
Alright. I report the Genji for a wall hack and an aimbot. We'll take a look at Sojourn. Another piece of shit. Cheating is the worst, guys, on the weekends, as we've talked about before. Okay. Take a look at the Sojourn. Also fucking obnoxious. Not as bad as cheating fucking Genjis with aimbots. Holy fucking shit. And this guy's cheating. Just snap to my teammate, then me through the wall, then back to right here.
That feels much better.
Lucio?
Railgun charged.
My ultimate is not ready yet.
No. Here's me, though. Give it a bit. No, wait.
My ultimate is not ready yet.
So that's what I saw. This is, we talked about this before, there's a cheat that basically where it'll snap to people through walls. It won't snap at Z height. So if you can imagine the Z axis being up and down on the player, a Z axis, it'll snap the player not at Z height, but at Z axis. So it looks like you're not looking directly at them.
That feels much better.
I believe as he does right here.
Railgun charged.
My ultimate is not ready yet.
Right there. And there. But we'll give him a bit. And he just tried to shoot at me through a wall.
Area denied.
Game looks janky as fuck too because Sojourn has a projectile. Mouse 1. The gamepad user?
Railgun charged.
Down the button shooting absolutely nothing.
This ends now. Taking the point. Fall in, team.
Just tried to shoot it through the wall. Is it actually on the cloaked Sombra? Normally cheats will not actually lock to cloaked Sombras because there's no way to fucking see them.
Peace. Judo has landed.
No.
Objective A captured. Escort
He has snapped to the Reinhardt through the wall. Prior to seeing a fire strike, there is no inference. Anna through the wall. There's a Genji. Whoever's over there, Sombra. He's literally just snapping to people through walls right now. There's no fucking way. Okay. Good for him. Fucking shit, guys. So we're averaging about 2 cheaters per night, or per game right now. Neat. Also not very good. Fun stuff, guys. Another fucking annoying Genji with an aimbot and a wall hack. That's probably the most cheated at hero right now is Genji's. Up there with Tracer. By the way, when I first logged on tonight, guys, for games, the queue was 1 minute or 2 minutes for DPS, and now it is 8. Which is kind of curious in and of itself. I talked about this before, where when I queue, for some reason the queue time goes up. Crazy shit, right? I don't really care. As it turns out.
Traveling to Nepal.
Nipples. I love nipples. 177. Mercy. What are you going to play? What are you going to play? Hey, it's Mercy! What about the 45 Mercy? Oh. Is she going to play Anna? Why are my guns glowing again? Seen this before. I don't know if it's a graphical glitch or what. It's not part of my skin because it's not always on. And it's Anna. Mercy Chan. Mercy Chan, no. He got butthurt because I dodged his dash, and because of it, he solo ulted me. Fucking hilarious. I know, right? Up there with cheating Genji is one of the most annoying things, is 100% fucking cheating, wall hacking Wu Yangs. Not that this is one of them, by the way. Actually, a voice line? And insta headshot from Sojourn. Little bro thinks it's a 1v1 with 4 of his teammates there. I fucking hate kids. I really do. Also might have been an auto from the Sojourn. Gotta love that shit. Oh, that's not good. And solo ult again. And again. Fucking Death Blossom is the most useless fucking ult in the game. No, Widowmaker's is! No, it's not. He literally runs through your death and provides wall hacks to your entire fucking team.
I'm your queen.
Hands down, I think Death Blossom has to be one of the most useless, if not the most useless ult in the game. Whose is worse? Like, Pharah's is pretty bad, but at least you can get a kill with it before you die. Death Blossom almost always guarantees you're gonna die, and usually you don't get a kill. And fucking Wu Yang. Actually, that wasn't Wu Yang, I guess. Headshot just now. This is a Sojourn. Bro might be cheating. Okay. Okay. Fuck off, bitch. And Wu Yang looks like he's starting to cheat. That one was 100% meant for me behind the corner. I'll give him a report. Yeah. Wu Yang will report at the end. Cheeky fuck is listening to my fucking, yeah. You can't even fucking see me. Dumbass is listening to the stream and is like, oh, I can do that! I'll show you how to use a wall hack and my ability, mouse one ability. Yeah, fuck off, dude. Apparently that's hacked. Looks like the Hanzo is cheating now, too. Yep. Which was the Sojourn from earlier. Pretty obnoxious. They definitely did change the turn radius on the Wu Yangs. Very obviously using a wall hack now. Res. Let's go next and report the cheaters. But it's funny because I don't know why they weren't cheating in round 1. Well, they weren't cheating to the same extent in round 1. You might have been cheating on Sojourn, but clearly cheating on Hanzo. Alright, let's report them. Easy to see on the Hanzo. Sure. And another cheating piece of shit. So we're doing 2 per night, 2 per game right now. Saturday cheats, guys, like the kids with their cartoons. I get my dopamine too! Look at me, big bro! Yeah, I bet. By far, the most annoying fucking character to deal with right now is Wu Yang with a wall hack and an aimbot. Fucking hitting you around corners constantly. Absolutely absurd. Look at me, big bro, I'm so good! No, you literally downloaded a fucking cheat you pay 15 a month for. 15 a week for, excuse me. Cheats are expensive. Look at me, big bro, I could cheat in this dead game in quick play. Actually, in the case of Overwatch, you could find free cheats, so it might not even be 15 a week anymore. So, yeah, no, they're just using shit off forums now. Public forums. Look at me, big bro, I'm so good at the game. It used to be you had to go into, like, private forums or private discords to find anything that worked. It was really expensive. Not anymore. Fucking cheating's everywhere in the game now. Like fucking playing babysitter as a streamer now. What else is there to play, guys? As far as multiplayer games go, Battlefield 6 is coming up. Rivals has some sort of fuck weird up. weird fucked up damage reduction shit in it, which makes it not worth playing anymore. No idea what that is. Assume it's a cheat just because of how widespread it is. But no regs, quote unquote no regs, are extraordinarily common to the point at which you can't play the game anymore. And for some reason they happen to your entire team and not to the enemy team in the same fucking game in the same server. It's like they're turned on and off so one team can just win. And it's fucking weird. That's why I originally thought they were DDA, but based on things that we could do to change them, including using a VPN, which should never work if it's part of a game, most likely a cheat. That's absurd. Rather deal with 5 million fucking Wu Yangs than do half damage to everything I shoot at. Robs you of any autonomy you have to actually win the game. Still have Deadlock we could play too. Definitely should get more music for the standby playlist. For some strange reason, guys, this game literally took like 30 seconds to start. You're just at the entering game screen for like 30 seconds. No idea why. And surprise, guys, last game we were actually doing somewhat alright up until the point they started hard cheating. Good for us. Uh-oh. What's 145 Mercy gonna play? I don't know why Mercy's always playing Moiras. Another character you don't need to aim with or something? I don't actually know.
Thanks. Yes. Hey. Thanks.
Affirmative. 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Hey, escort the
Hey, bud. All right. And preempt through the wall.
They cannot kill me in a way that matters.
Yeah. Because you're already dead inside. Twist.
We need to move the payload. Enemy here.
Shadow payload is back in our control.
Go here. Enemy fire.
Yeah. My point now, bitch. Good thing she, defensive matrix.
Affirmative.
Recommending a shadow.
Okay. I thought that was an ability she had. Like I said, I think best case scenario for Reaper is literally being a cart bully, and that's all he can do. Also, I wish the cart in this game pushed itself like it does in fucking Rivals. Did he? What? Was he stunned? I know he got hit by the rock. There are plenty of cases where you need your entire team to show up, especially with 5 people as opposed to 6. And someone needs to babysit the cart, which is fucking stupid. What? I have my right click, don't I? Alright. That team doesn't like going to the cart, apparently, so they don't. Ever. I don't know why the hamster was throwing. He was throwing early on, where he also didn't go to the point at all, so... Yeah. All we did was sit on the point and wait for the game to end. Not really, but... Crazy shit, guys. And jerk off the Mercy. Jerk. And the cure code. Jerk. There we go. Alright. I'm going to take a piss. Or maybe Q. Or maybe both. Who knows? It's the mystery box. I mean, maybe. Maybe we should just start our single-player phase, guys. Where all we do is play single-player games, and that's it. And occasionally, we'll do what all the other single-player streamers do, which is play a multiplayer game for the first week when it comes out, and then we'll be done. Like, I'm not completely against the idea of deadlock, but the idea of grinding for like 40 minutes, like a normal MOBA, just seems absurd at this point in my life. I hate CS so much, guys. Really wish HOTS caught on, because HOTS is a fantastic game, even though it's not supported anymore. I want to play Colosseo. So, what happens if you wanted to play Prince Afi? Ah. Also kind of want to play May, but we're at an explorative point in our life. Uh-oh, you stole it from the other Mercy! Oh no, but it's only a 44 Mercy.
For your information, I like my coffee burnt. 3, 2, yes. 1.
Thank you.
In 30 seconds.
The shadows coalesce.
You call?
Hello.
Oh, my shift's not up. My E was, though.
They've taken the robot.
Yeah. You shoot and break the bubble anyways? He's just literally just bubbling whatever I shoot at. So do we just deal with the fully charged Zarya and just shoot through the bubbles?
Death appears.
Almost taste the lead.
Every time. Did that cancel my E? I thought I got it off in time. Oh, it arrived late. I guess it explodes too fast.
Back, cloaked in shadow.
Greetings, Ash here.
Are we going to let them catch up?
I could actually dash through that. Maybe I should. Even when in range, you do so little damage. You get so little healing. You only get one. If I actually went around the corner and like fought with him in the corner, oh my god! All right. If I fought with him around the corner, he probably would have been fine.
I have arrived.
No.
The shadows. Put your back into it. Death stops for no one. A victim appears.
Oh, does hindered stop you from cloaking?
Taking the robot.
I don't know if it stopped me or if I just cloaked late. We might have some sus shit going on with the McCree now. Good. I do appreciate a good let's doing good and ego toggle to get so, you know, we aren't doing good anymore. Dude, is it just like reacting to my right click? Auto? Okay, I guess, yeah. So, well, no. That's, the Nova and Zarya? I guess there's another teammate there. That's not where I want to be. There we go. Alright. Okay. I've seen worse. This is where this guy's looking fussing sus as shit. Yeah. Always. That wasn't the Mercy, though. You can't say piece of cake is a Wu Yang. I love both the fucking ball. You guys want to see some really good healers? I'm kind of like disappointed by the direction that basically all healers have went, where they either turn into demigod shit or just basically super unkillable. Heroes of the Storm, I still think, has the best incarnations of healers. I was just thinking of Wu Yang as like, you know, Wu Yang's kind of generic. What if they made him like Kirism? Kirism is actually like a melee healer, but not like Brig, where he dashes around. Is that Lee Sin from League of Legends? I don't know. But basically applies healing by dashing around the battlefield and basically trying to get into close quarters, but also trying to avoid dying because he's very, very fragile. I don't think Blizzard could even, like, despite Heroes of the Storm being made by Blizzard, I don't think Blizzard can make a character like that anymore. Very cool character. Is there one like that in HOTS now? Oh. Is there a melee healer in HOTS? Shit. How the fuck did I forget that already? I don't think there is. Long queue. Voted at 10 minutes, but I don't think that's 10 minutes. No one wants Midtown, huh? I think the only map I've seen where people really don't want to vote for it is Anubis. Temple of Anubis. That's it. But even then, tonight we had people vote for it, so... Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
Can't escape.
No mercies?
It's left behind. A bad okay. Yes.
Don't be afraid to ask for help up there.
Looking at. Affirmative. Don't fail me. Or else.
Pretty sure we can get back to... corner.
Yes. Affirmative.
5, 4,
Looking
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Sombra.
Need a moment to recharge. Eyes open now. You cannot escape behind you. Surrender to my will.
That's not where I want to be.
The shadows coalesce.
Well, unfortunately, that was a baby diva. There's nothing I could do to help her. Uh-oh. And possibly Cheater 76. Ego and Hubris, guys. Origin story of cheaters everywhere. We want to get someone to toggle after we shit on them in their spawn, would we? No way, right?
Over there. Heads up. Enemies sighted.
A nice guy. Definitely have Sus 76 going on here. His aim vibrates too when it's locked down from what it looks like. Pretty sure this guy's cheating. I mean, we have like, what, 3 games in a row without cheaters, and it's just completely mind-blowing. So, even outside of the weekend hours. Oh, let me tell. Oh my god, the fuck is this? Why did I just teleport on top of a sign? Of all the places I could teleport to, why is it a fucking sign is what actually worked?
I'm not.
I swear, guys, when you push the button, it doesn't register the shot right away. What? There's a delayed ability that does that too. I don't remember which ability was that. So it doesn't always align with where you push the button. It's like a fraction of a second afterwards. That's not good.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Accidental target swaps too.
Redeploying.
It honestly feels like the teleport should be even faster than what it is. Like, it should completely erase the warm-up. Just be instant. Got time to reload. I don't know if that disables my self field, too.
Apagando las luces.
Back.
Guarrido,
Vengeance.
We're gonna report Sus 76 at the end of this. I don't know what the guy was just ulting in there. Ah, fucking timing on my reload and my right click. Alright, let's report the Soldier 76 that's clearly cheating here. Yeah. Well, at least we got through 3 games without a cheater, so that's great. Gives a shit, little bro, about your icons. All right. We're going to call things for this evening, guys. Tonight's going to be more of Overwatch 2, I guess. I don't know. As I mentioned before, maybe we just start playing single-player games, guys. Like, Rivals was kind of the bastion of good gameplay, and then we had that weird damage reduction shit that started happening, and that's not worth playing. The game itself is not worth playing while that's going on. Maybe we'll have to go back and take a look at it, but it was so widespread at the end there when we quit that it really doesn't even seem like it's worth playing. I'd rather deal with the fucking cheaters, the aimbotting soldiers, the fucking Wu Yangs with the wall hack and the aimbot that just constantly hit you behind the wall no matter what, than I would rather deal with the damage reduction in Rivals. So, like, that was a lot. Like, the not angst, the bile that built up in Rivals every time I ran into someone that had damage reduction up until the point it was basically almost every single fucking game when we left. Not worth playing. It's just not worth playing anymore. So, I don't know, and maybe they'll fix it in the future, but for the time being, we're just going to keep playing Overwatch 2, even if it's just kind of worse. Probably want to play, maybe do Arena? Or like Deadlock. Stadium, not Arena. Still haven't done yet. Weirdly enough, you think this would be what everyone's playing? It actually has longer queues than... Well, maybe not late night. My last queue was 10 minutes, guys. And I basically say I'm going to go to bed, and all of a sudden the queues go back to normal. Fucking weird how that works, isn't it? Crazy shit, huh? Yeah. Now look, they're 2 minutes. This is basically the same queue time I had when I first logged on tonight. And every time I was about to queue, the queues skyrocket from basically... Well, not anymore. When I was queuing, they're basically about anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes per queue. So, yeah. Crazy how that works, huh? Not exactly sure why are all the queues so long. I think the shortest queue would be less than a minute, right? Maybe it's SPMM or whatever's going on in the background. I believe you're just always ranked in quick play in Arena, or Stadium. You must be able to play Mercy. There's no way. There's no way they have Stadium without Mercy. You can play Mercy.
Snowball, I need your help. We got him, Snowball. I'm standing hot.
Janky as fuck aiming in third person.
Nice shot, double kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Ice wall coming up. Double kill. Did you see that shot, everyone?
Okay. What we're done for this evening, guys, tonight's going to be more of Overwatch 2. And probably play Stadium at some point here. We'll see how it goes, guys. Still trying to figure out not only Reaper, but also weird nuances that I'm running into in the game. Overwatch 2 compared to Overwatch 1 has always been really fucking weird. All right. We're going to call things, guys. Tonight will be more of Overwatch 2. If you are new to the stream and you enjoyed things, break the follow button on your select platform. We stream to Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, as well as TikTok every day from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so late in North America time. I usually stream for about 45 hours, give or take. Depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc. Guys, we're out of here for this evening. Tonight will be more of Overwatch 2. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my streams always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Saturday night and Sunday morning. Have a good day, guys.